That kid on the street. The commotion had passed. The street was now empty, and the spitfire of a girl stood in the middle of the road, hands on her lips, looking around conspicuously. Who are you? Red Vita. She must be who Orange was talking about. Hello, Be quiet, we don't have time for introductions. I'm hot on the trail of this real slime ball who's doing research on monsters. Monsters must be some kind of Honkai beast. Their number in the city is increasing. We have to deal with them before they cause a panic. Conducting research on those monsters is dangerous. That's why I've got to apprehend him and bring him to justice. Based on Green's clues, the person is Dr. Finn from the clinic. He often goes out around this time. So you're just standing here waiting for him to show up. Exactly. Green is always telling me to hold out for the bigger fish, but there's no time for that now. Fair enough. However, biological research of this magnitude isn't something a single doctor can handle. If Dr. Finn is getting assistance from others, this could be far deeper than we thought. What are you getting at? There are others involved. Dr. Finn could be the key to busting this entire operation wide open. If he hadn't caught on us yet, we can trail him. Sounds like I'm listening to Green's sermon all over again. Fine, since both of you seem so adamant about it, let's tell Finn when he appears. Is he actually going to show up, though? A few moments later, a medical odor filled the air, and a slender young man appeared. Finn, stop right there! What happened to tailing him? Guess her concern regarding the monster's research are just too great. What? Now you again! The moment Finn saw Red, he broke off in a desperate sprint. Just as Red was about to catch him, the ominous pounding of footsteps could be heard from the distance. Monsters! Monsters! You were practically a professional sprinter a moment ago, and now is the time you choose to freeze. Just as the Honkai beast was about to pounce on Finn, Red charged forward with as much speed as she could master and tackled him out of the way. Red! Seeing Fu Hua breaking through the encirclement of Honkai beast and running up to shield Red, the panicked Finn hesitated for but a brief moment, then turned to flee, gritting his teeth. Red, are you alright? Ouch! Don't mind me, go get Finn. Oh, I should have stopped that. It'll be fine, I'll deal with them. Darn it, Finn locked the door. How dare he? Sorry for screwing up the plan. Now our only clue has gone missing, and it's all because of me. It's okay, you're worried about the danger Finn's research might pose to the city. Why do I always end up causing trouble for everyone? I always tell myself not to be so impulsive, and whenever it's go time, my mind goes blank and I rush in. Because you are concerned about everyone's safety. Don't be too hard on yourself, Red. This kind of passion is a good thing to have, especially for city representatives. Well, but Finn blocked the path, and with him gone, our only clue is gone too. We're not any closer to solving the problem. Don't blame yourself. We'll find Finn. You're more familiar with this place than I am. Think for a second, is there any path we can take? There's a path fairly close to here that's blocked by wooden boxes. It was a small refuge I made for stray cats, but they found loving homes now. We can head over there. Oh, and if I get hot-headed and try rushing in the next time, stop me. No need to change who you are. If any bad guys show up, leave them to me. I've got to try. Can't cause trouble for everyone. Okay, let's go. Gotta say, I underestimated you. Let's keep going. More monsters. I'll handle them. The smell, it's Finn. We're not far from him. A fork in the road. Which way should we go? Should we split up? We've encountered resistance tribes already. Stick together is safer. But which way would Finn have gone? Why would he study dangerous monsters? What if he ended up hurting himself and others? He had to have passed through here, so he could have left some traces. Is there anything about him that's distinct? He's a doctor, so he probably had a medical smell to him. I can't rely on scent alone to determine which way he went. I'm always like this, dropping the ball at crucial moments. No, this is a valuable clue. You've done well. I'll take it from here.
根据芬恩留下的药物味道，
The smell of
他应该
nuts
是
left
向
by
左边去
Finn
了。
indicates he should have gone left.
哇，你可真
Wow,
厉
you're
害！
amazing. All thanks to your
这也多亏了你了解
familiarity
每一位
with
居民
every
的特点。
resident. I hear movement. It must be Finn. The sound of rustling came from behind the wall. Both Fuhua and Red began to tread softly and listen intently. I can smell medicine, alright. He must be behind this wall.
他应该就在墙后。
And he thought he could get away. I'll show him.
太自以为是了，这就去抓住他。
Red was going to rush in, but she stopped herself from leaping out at the last moment, and then began to shake her head in frustration. Good grief! All that talk about keeping my emotions in check.
你怎么没有拦住我
Speaking
呀？
of which, why didn't you
路人改变
stop
行事
me?
风格，反而
Altering
会
the
让
way
你
you
束手束
approach
脚。
things might
不必太
hamper you
过在意。
more. Don't worry.
不行不行，
What?
要是又
We
我
don't
的
want me
事
to
情就不好
barge in
了
and screw things
我
up.
走在前面。
You take the lead. You can ask Finn if he has any accomplices and calm me down if I get fired up. Alright, I'll go ahead.
就这么说
Okay,
定了
that's settled.
我们去
Now
会会
let's pay Finn a little visit. Huh? How'd you catch up with me so quickly? Wait, what's that? Lumbering footsteps resounded from the side, and Finn's gaze shifted to the group of Honkai beasts that had suddenly appeared. Don't just stand there. Wait, Red. Just as Red was about to rush forward to help, Fu Hua held her back. Sorry, I let my emotions get the best of me again. But Finn, I know, you watch him closely. I'll take care of these monsters. Trying to slither off when we were distracted, eh? Good thing my partner here told me to keep an eye on you. All I'm doing is looking into an unsolved mystery. What are you giving me such a hard time for? This is a completely new species, a magnificent discovery. You idiot! These are lethal monsters that can kill people. I'm putting the kibosh on your research. What have you managed to discover so far? Why are you so interested all of a sudden? Oh, I get it now. You want to. That's right. Well, is it going smoothly? Well, not really. This here is the only specimen that I have access to, which is hardly any value to my research. Anyway, can you let me go now? Since when was curiosity a crime? Finn pulled out a specimen bottle from his pocket and handed it over to the simmering rat, who was glaring at him. Are you the only one conducting this research? Of course, this has all been my solo venture. Hence, why there's been next to no progress. I suppose that all matches up. Alright, Finn, we've got your number, and you'll have to explain everything to Green when we get back. Why would a medical doctor who treats people suddenly want to study Honkai beasts? Could it really be chalked up to mere curiosity? It seems a reasonable enough explanation, but everything went a bit too smoothly for my liking. I hope they can come up with some more convincing during questioning. What are you staring into space for? We should celebrate. If it hadn't been you, Finn would have given us the slip for sure. Not to mention this was a rare occasion for me not being reckless. I'll have to talk to Orange. You did a great job. If there's anything where you think I can be of help in the future, I'm willing and able. I appreciate that. For today, though, I'll handle it. I've got a few other people I need to question. Thanks again for all the help. Glad to be of assistance. I'll try to remember not to be too reckless in the future. Well, I really should take Finn back and get started on all the paperwork. See you around. The thoroughly dejected Finn followed behind the exuberant rat. As the two of them passed by Fuhua, Finn seemed to sense an almost imperceptible gaze upon him. Honkai beasts have reappeared in the city as expected. I'll make this quick. What's happening? What is this thing? Quick, stay away from it. Ah, it's Fu Hua.
别紧张，小光。
Don't be nervous,
我来吸引他们的
Cyan.
注意力。
I'll draw their
你照顾好市
attention,
民们。
and you take care of the citizens.
Hmm.
看来暂时没有
I
新的
think
威
we're
胁
safe
了。
for now. Fu Hua inspected this area to ensure it was no longer threatened by Honkai beasts, and its residents had been evacuated by Erudite.
谢谢你
Thank you,
福
Fu
姐。
Hua.
本来程姐说，
Orange said there
因为
weren't
要
many
疏散的
people
人
to
数不多，
evacuate,
分头
so
行
it
动效
was
率比
more
较高。
efficient to
毕
split
竟大
up.
部分居民听
After
到我
all,
们的
most
钟声之
residents
后，
would hide
自
in
己
their
就会躲
homes
回
as
家
soon
里。
as they hear our bell ring.
我巡视了自己
I
负
was
责的区
patrolling
域，
my area
然
when
后
it
忽然
hit
想
me
到，
that people
可
could
能
be
也有人会
trapped
被困在城
on
市
the
裂
edge
口，
of the city,
就来检
so I
查一
came to
下。
take a look.
你的判断很敏
You were
锐。
very keen.
不，
Not at all,
华
Fu
姐，
Hua. I
我
just
只
made a
是正
lucky
好猜对
guess.
了而已，
I wasn't
也没有
prepared.
做好应对的准备。如果我能像红
If
那样
only
勇
I
敢
was
敏
as
捷，
brave
或
and
者能
agile
量
as
聪明
Red
机灵，
or as clever as
或许
Blue,
就不
I
会
wouldn't
身
have
处
gotten
险境。
myself into
但你
danger.
也有自己的智
But
慧。
you have your
在
own
我赶来之
wisdom.
前，
Before I
你尝
arrived,
试着
you
用
tried
相
to
机的闪
repel
光
the
灯逼
Honkai
退动
beasts
怪兽，
using the camera's
对吧？
flash.
那是集中
That's
生智，
being
同
able
样
to
也是一
think on
种
your
才能。
feet is also a
就是
talent.
你的表
She's
现已经
right.
很
You
棒
did
了。哎，姐
fantastic.
姐也是。
Of course, so
在
did
那么短的
you.
时间里，
You
就
squashed
把
all
怪
those
兽全打败
monsters in a
了，
matter of
超级帅气啊！
seconds.
小程，你那
Orange,
边也还顺
is
利吧？
everything good on your side?
我遇到了绿
Yeah,
的，
I met
她
Green
说
and
城
she
市里的
told
秩
me the
序
city
已经趋于
center
稳
has
定。
been
绿可
stabilized.
是我们中做
Green
的
is the
最
most
严谨的
serious
判
out
断。
of us
了解
all.
我说了什么？
She
那
only
一定就
says
有
what she
把握。
knows,
所以
so
我
I
就先
came
回
to
来找
inform
你
you
啦。
directly.
不，其他的
What
Vita
about the other
他们的
Vitas?
战斗
How
能
well
力
do they fight
和你
compared
相
to
比
you?
如何？
Why do you ask?
以前
The city used to be
以前
very
城里都很
peaceful,
和平，
and monsters
从来没有
attack
像这
were
样的怪兽
unheard
出
of.
现。
所以，
So
就
even
算
if
遇到什么
we
问题，
have a real
只要我们指
problem,
挥大家
we
团
can
结起来，
overcome it
肯定
as
就能
long
克
as
服。
we unite
另外，
everyone.
虽然应该不
This
是我们
might
战
have
斗的
nothing
问
to
题，
do with how
但
well
我们
we
的确还有
fight,
生
but
物，
we have
对吧，姐们？
artifacts, right, Cyan?
是这样
Yeah,
圣物
artifact.
是 Vita 们
Is
作为
this
城市
their
管理
secret
者的某种
weapon
后
as
手。
city
如果按之
administrators?
前了解到的情
Based on
况，
what I know,
其
is
实
this
这座
also
城
an
市已失
inherent
去了的
rule
规则
of this city?
是
But Orange,
程姐，
the second
刚才
type
已
of
经出现
monster
了第
just
二种新的
appeared
怪
at
兽。
this route.
照这样
Will
下
there
去，
be more
它们
types
的
of
种类会不
them?
会越变越多啊？你看，我拍了照
Look, I
片，
took a picture. Erudite showed them his camera, albeit blurred by moving lens. They could make out Archangel at night at the same picture.
真的啊，
It's
怪
true,
兽
the
的类型变
variety
多
of
了，
monsters has
这可是个
increased.
大发现。
That's a major
真是想当
discovery.
呀。
Props to you.
这没什
It's
么
not
啦
a big deal,
程姐
Orange.
身为管理
As
者，
administrators,
他们对于
their
崩坏的了解
understanding of Honkai is
还真是少
terribly
不可
little.
靠。
With so many uncertainties at hand, Fu Hua had to concentrate and analyze every fleeting possibility. Only this process was quickly interrupted. She felt a small hand on her back.
啊，
Encompassing rose on her tiptoes, gently patting and comforting Fu Hua. From her posture, it seemed like she originally intended to pat Fu Hua on the head, but the height difference made her give up.
小程，
Orange,
这
where
是
are you?
好
It's
啦，
alright, Fu
姐
Hua.
姐，
Don't
你
worry
也
about
不用
it.
苦恼。虽然
We
我们
may
没有
have
对付
never
那些
fought
怪
those
兽的经
monsters
验，
before,
但毕
but
竟
there
这
are
座
6
城里
more
还
means
有
in
另
the
外6个
city.
我呀。
If we
大
discuss the
家一
problem
起参加集
together,
会，
we'll
讨论
surely
方案，
find a
就一
solution.
定会有办法。姐姐，你和怪
Fighting
兽战斗
monsters
也
must
很
be
辛苦，
tiring,
就
so
不要
give
再一
yourself
个
a
人去考
break.
虑问题
We
嘛。
Vitas can
接
do
下
our
来
job.
应该让 V 他们也各尽职责才对。
Orange is
程姐说的
right.
没错，
You're
也对
right. Learning is a
授
long-term
人以渔
approach.
不如授人以渔。
In that
既然这样
case, are we
我
holding
们
the
现在是要
assembly
召开这种
now?
集会吗？
在
Just
广场
over
那
at
边
the
啊。
square?
虽然绿
Even
强
though
调
Green
说
stressed
他
that
不
she
希望外
doesn't
人
want
参加，
outsiders
但
there,
是我
I
想
don't think you
姐姐
count
你
as
也
an
已经不算
outsider
外人了，
anymore.
对吧？
Did I forget to
我是不是
introduce
忘了
her?
说你啊？
Green's a
这
disciplined
就是绿色的
Vita.
我，
She can be
类型的
downright
Vita。
rigid at times,
虽然
but
有
that's
时候
because
比
she's
较
a
死板，
responsible person
但
at
其实
heart.
是个认真负责任的好孩子。所以
Don't
姐姐
mind what
也
she
不用太
says.
顾忌她说过
When
什么。
we get to the
到了
square,
广场，
I'll speak
我
for
会
you.
帮你说话。
And you help us
毕竟姐姐帮了我们
immensely,
那么多
so
忙，
you can't
我
be a
也觉
bad
得你不是坏
person.
人。
If
如果
another
其他
Vita
Vita 有
objects,
意见，
I'll put in a
我
good
也
word
会
for
帮
you
忙。
too.
嗯，
But I'm not
不
orange,
过我
so
不
I
是
might
长
not
姐，
be able to
恐
persuade
怕说服不
anyone.
了任何人。
That's
没关系，
alright. It's the heart
我已
that
经感受到
matters.
你们的好意了，准备出
Let's
发
go
吧。
then. I want to
我也
meet
想
the
见
other
见其他的管理者。
administrators.
说起
By the
来，
way, if I
我记得
recall correctly,
你们
there
一
are
共有7
7
个
Vitas,
Vita，
right?
对吗？
Yep.
红
Red,
我
me,
小
yellow,
黄
green,
绿
indigo,
小光
blue, and
蓝
violet.
还有小紫。大家每个
We
人
all
都有
have
自己
our
的
own
职责，都很重
responsibility
要哦。
and are equally important.
我
I
做
do
的都
odd
是些杂
jobs.
活
I
啦，
can compare
跟
to
虫姐
them.
她们不能比。
Ah,
是
it's
红
red.
臭姐
Orange
阿
cyan.
庆，你
What
们怎么
took
才
you so
来啊？
long?
你们后面的
And
那
the
位
one
是？
behind you. That's
不
not
不，现在
important.
不是纠结
The
这个的时
question
候。
is what
你
took
们
you
为什
so
么这么慢？
long?
还有
And where
其
are
他
the
的
other
Vita 呢？
Vitas?
别
Be
着急啊，
patient,
红，
Red.
我们
Here
这不
we
是来了吗？
are.
而
And I
且
assume
绿
Green
应
has
该也来过了，对
arrived.
吧？
I saw her
我
just
刚刚就
now.
见过她了。你说
Green,
小
she
绿，
did show up,
她
but
倒
she
确实来
left
过，
shortly
但是马
after.
上又走
She
掉
said she
了。
spotted
我记得
Violet
她
and
说
was
自己
going
看
to
见了
drag
小
her
紫，
over.
要去把她拉过来。所以
That means
这样
5 of
不是已
us
经
are
有5个人了
present.
吗？
Maybe yellow
等他
and
们2个
blue
回
will
来，
have
说
arrived
不
by
定小黄
then.
和蓝也就都到了呢。
Aren't
你
you
们
guys
也
too
太悠
relaxed?
闲了
It's
吧！
an
明明事
emergency.
态这么
What's
紧急，
going on?
怎么回事啊？小绿也
And
是，
Green
还说
refused
什
to
么
commence the
人不到
assembly
齐，
because
按
some
规
of
定就
us
不能
weren't
开会。
present. Why
有
couldn't
什么
she
留在
talk
这
it
里？
over with
我们几
us
个先商量
first?
商量也好呀。守规矩就
Playing
是
by
为
the
了优
rule is
点
her
嘛。
strong suit.
上次的停电大危机，
Didn't
还
she
有之前的儿
organize
童
us
集
to
体走失
solve
事
the
件，
big
都是
blackout
他
and the
组织我们一
children's
起解决的吗？
disappearance?
嗯，
You're right,
虽然你
but
说
she's
的没
still
错，
making me
但还是
wait.
急死我了。
Wait a
说
minute.
来，
Red,
是
was
你
it
敲
you
响
that
了
rang
钟
the
声吗？
bell?
红，是
Yeah,
啊，
it's me.
因为
Because
城里
Honkai
突然
Beast
出现了
suddenly
崩坏
appeared
兽
in the
嘛。
city?
怪
Honkai
兽
Beast?
那
What's
是什么？
that?
就是
It's a kind of monster
一
that
种
lives to
专门搞破坏
destroy
的怪兽，
because Honkai
因为崩
energy.
坏能。
I know. It's the
是你们
temporary
给那
name
些
you
紫
gave
紫
to
的
those
这些
purple
没见过的
animals
动物
we've
记
never
得
seen
连续名字
before.
吧？确实，
Yeah, they
走
go
起路来
kung
蹦
kung
蹦蹦
kung
的
when
响，
they walk,
看上去
and
脾
they
气也坏
definitely
坏的，
have a
所以
temper.
将崩坏
So
兽再
calling
合适不过
them
了。
Honkai
不愧是
Beast
你
is
阿
spot
庆。
on.
不
Way
是
to
的，
go,
这
Cyan.
不是我
I
起的
didn't
名
name
字，
it.
是
Fuhua
福
did.
华姐。
That's not the
重点在
point.
这边吗？
Apparently, teaching these small city representatives what Honkai is would take quite some time.
所以阿红，
So
你究
Red,
竟
why
为
did
什么
you
要敲
ring the
钟呢？
bell? Doesn't
似
sound
乎
like it's
并不
because
是
of
因为
Honkai
出现了崩
Beast.
坏兽，
Because I can't explain,
我也
but
说不
something
清楚，
big is
但是肯
definitely
定有
about to
大事要发
happen.
生了。
Red flailed her arms and recounted to everyone the little commotion she was in.
从早上开
From
始，
this
先是
morning,
紧张的居
first the
民们，
nervous
然后是弄
residents,
丢
then
了
the
东西的小动
animals that
物，
lost their
再然
stuff,
后
followed by
是一愣愣
Honkai
的崩坏
beasts
兽，
that lose their
到处
way.
都吵吵
It
嚷
was a
嚷的，
big fuss,
怎么看
a
都是大
sure
事发
sign
生的前
something
兆，
big was about to happen.
所以我
So
就赶紧先。
immediately, all of a sudden, a hand knocked on her head lightly from the behind.
果然，
I
你
knew
又
you
没有
rang the
确认
bell
好条
without
件就敲钟
confirmation
了。
again, Red. At some point, 2 new Vitas, one green-colored and one violet-colored, had arrived at the scene.
我之前跟你强
Can
调
you
过的规
recite the
则，
rules I
你还背得
emphasized
出
to
来
you
吗？
earlier? Of course.
当然记得了，
What was it again?
是什么来着？
First,
确
observe
认
the
已观测到
developing
正在发展的
situation.
事态，
Second, deduce if the
评
situation
估
will
事态具
continue
有
to
继续发
develop.
展的可能性。
Third, describe the
三
course of
能够在集会
situation
过程中正
accurately
确
in
描
the
述事态的
assembly.
进程，满足全部条
You
件
can only ring the bell
是不是？
if those conditions
可
are
是
met,
你呀，
but you
每
always
次都
do
不
it
加思
without
考就动
thinking.
手了。
Green, don't be so hard on her.
也别对她
Every
太严格
assembly that
了。
Red initiated
我们发
had
起的集
produced
会
good
每
results
次
in
到
the
最
end.
后不都取
For
得了不
one,
错
she
的结果
got
吗？
us into
礼物给流浪
housing
动物
the
安家
stray
那次
animals.
就是她的功劳呢。还是说
Or would you
你
rather
希望我们
cancel
现
the
在取
assembly
消集会
now?
吗？那
I
也不行。
can't. The rules
按照规
specify
定
that once the
钟声
bell
已经被
rings,
敲响了，
we must
我们
complete
就
the
必须完
assembly
成集会。
procedures.
这也是为
It's
了
to
保证城
ensure
市
the
的安
city's
全。
safety. Seeing her take a step back, encompassing shot Righteous a meaningful glance and smiled smugly.